Hey. Hi. I go by Rocky. I'm an astrologer, tarotmancer, artist, poet, creator, things of that nature. Alright. I wanted to do video for the signs for what to look out for the week, given the astro transits posted on my blog. I did not note that in any of the other videos that I recorded, but I'll be sure to make that known. That's posted on my blog. Link will be posted somewhere. I'm posting this where you can see the link. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, moving forward. Given the astro transits of the week, including this current Mercury retrograde and this upcoming new moon, that is on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. And before I even state which, can y'all see that? Hold on. God dang it. As the day goes on, it is getting darker outside, and I'm getting way more comfortable with my candlelit space, so yeah. But this is, god dang it, you can't see it. It's the High Priestess. Hopefully you can see it right here. It's the High Priestess. So what I was going to say was I'm doing this by specific energies, the way that I have the video separated, and for this particular video it is for Gemini and Virgo. Wow. Just sitting here, bro. Gemini came out. It's for Gemini and Virgo. So what messages or what energies can you be aware of for this week? What messages do you need to heed? Let me also state this. Any tools that I use in anything that I say, it is consecrated over benevolently, because I don't play that shit. This is sacred work. This is sacred energy that we are doing. This is not to be fucked with, and people that do not take this seriously, the mask will fall off. Okay? So you'll see who is authentic and who is not. Who had this? So funny. Okay, so I personally been feeling that all mutable signs have been feeling specific energies because Mercury is in retrograde, and though Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, naturally it is opposite Jupiter energy, Pisces and Sagittarius, and they're all mutable signs. So I would suggest watching. Wow, everybody's listen, Jupiter been out here. All right, everybody should, I just suggest for everybody at this point, everybody should go listen to Sagittarius and Pisces reading, because this card came out as well for them. This is the Eight of Cups. My gosh. Hopefully you can see it. Let me see something. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Maybe that's better. But all that's it. I'll do it here. Hopefully you can see it from here. And it's not too glary. You can't see the words. Hopefully you can see the image. Anyway. Yeah, this card came out in Sagittarius and Pisces reading, so go look for that. But as I was saying, all mutable energies have been feeling and I think this goes for every Mercury retrograde. They just feel more of the energy or more of its potency more than the other signs. Okay. And there's specific frequencies that Mercurians resonate on when it's in retrograde, I find, and people that have those aspects in their chart. stronger aspects, because everybody has that smart ass comment like, oh, everybody has it in their chart. No shit. But we're talking about prominent planets. We're talking about inner solar systems, okay? What is our inner solar system in? What signs are they in? They're not in every sign. Teachers. Anyway, yeah. So with that being said, because Mercury is the energy of short-term travel and communication and things of that nature, people that are naturally ruled by Jupiter or Mercury feel the energy of movement differently than other signs. Okay. Now, with that said, let's talk about this upcoming new moon that's, this Thursday. So, we have the moon approaching. It's already, sidereally, it's already in Capricorn. It just hasn't reached that new moon phase yet. But it's approaching energies six planets in the same energy, right? Same for tropical in Aquarius. It's doing the same thing, right? So with that being said, there's more potent energy that is focused in Saturn energy, because either way you flip it, we're dealing with Saturn, because Saturn naturally rules Capricorn and Aquarius. We're dealing with the culmination of time and how things come to form and why things happen the way that they did. We get a better understanding of it. Now, with Venus, Sun, I'll just say Moon, so 7 planets, but as I was saying, we have Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. Oh, I feel like there's one more. And Pluto. Thank you. We have all these energies in one sign, right? So there's more of a focus there. Now, from a tropical point of view, be it in Aquarius, being in Aquarius, Geminis, this is your oh man, hold on, wait, I forgot. This should be your 6th house, right? Oh, I said Aquarius. My bad. I'm tripping. 9th house. So Aquarius. 9th house, and I was still wrong. Anyway, with Aquarius being in your 9th house, there is a higher understanding that you are coming to when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to how things are being enlightened for you. You're coming to understand how you have limited yourself and how you have allowed yourself to be limited as far as how far you allow yourself to go. Be it with your goals, be it in relationships. There is a moment where you have allowed yourself to be stopped and you have stopped yourself, and you have come to understand why, with everything coming into play. You have Venus that tells you about your relationships with things and how they come to form. This goes beyond just interpersonal or intimate relationships. This can go as far as why you like whatever your favorite color is. Where did the root of that come from? It tells you about these things, right? How it's expressed, how that came to you, or how you got to it, right? You have Saturn, which tells you about the building of this particular, environment, or this building of a particular relationship, and how it has helped you to expand or help you to realize certain limitations, or how you have felt limited within this relationship, which ties into realizing limitations. Virgos, as far as Aquarian energy goes, that is your sixth. That was your sixth house. Virgo, you have something to communicate, don't you? Okay. Virgo, that's, hold on, let me double check. Okay, six. That was your house. Okay, Virgo, you got a message. So, Virgos, be it in your sixth house, which is the house that you naturally rule, you're coming to understand how you can either advance in certain things, or how with certain things that you want to advance with, there have been certain limitations as far as what you give, how you give, and your wellness in terms of the way that you give. So say for instance, you wanted to provide a service and it's going to require you to work 12 hours into your day, or to put in that amount of time into your day in order to get a specific result. And you have been doing everything, but you've been, staying up all night, or you've been overeating to where you want to be a specific weight so you can go on that trip in the summer with your friends, but you're still eating a whole 24 count of cookies, watching Malcolm and Marie. Like, you have to learn how to do better. There could have been people that, there could have been signs that you have gotten in an unconventional way, that there was, a need for you to change certain habits that you have, but for some reason you just thought, well, such and such does such and such, why can't I do such and such? And it's like, that right there is your issue. Why are you criticizing other people in their lane? Why are you not criticizing yourself in yours? What's going on here? Anywho, from a sidereal point of view, Gemini's, Capricorn is in your 8th house. Yes, Capricorn is in your 8th house, so you can be coming to realizations. Ooh, okay. So certain foundations have fallen. You have learned that this is the Tower card, if you can see it at all. Keep saying I was going to do that. There are certain foundations that you have come to learn that were not stable. They could not handle your flexibility. They were a bit too rigid for you, and you either had to leave or it fell in order for you to leave. It could have changed a whole lot for you. Psychologically, mentally, financially, interpersonally, it changed a lot for you. It was groundbreaking, these changes. And the Tower, to me, has this Uranus energy that I feel. And with Capricorn, even though it's, it's in your 8th house, that Uranus energy is in your 9th house. So essentially you will be coming to realize why these changes came about. The understanding of the changes would come after a certain point rather than before, right? So, wow, yeah, literally everybody should go look at Sagittarians and Piscean readings, because, wow. There was just this energy of just for everybody understanding the bigger picture, which is such a Jupiter aspect. That's so Jupiter. Seeing the bigger picture. So it makes sense why I'm feeling that everybody should gravitate to that reading, as I'm being guided to say that. Anyway, Geminis, that is as far as your 8th house goes. Virgos, that is your 5th house. So you've come to realize how there are certain things that you have created either with certain people, or there have been morals, values, a way of communicating and thinking that have come from a place that is not you. And now you're being shaken up to realize what is you. Rather than talking or overanalyzing about what somebody else should be doing with their life, there is something that you should be realizing in yours that is changing. And with all that critical thinking, you could be thinking of ways to shift with these changes rather than be so on edge. And nitpicky. You need to cut it out. Give it a rest. 4 swords. Something about the expansion of your relationships is highlighted here within these changes. It may have made you feel like you're either you are your own enemy as far as like how you view your self-worth, or there is something that you're coming to realize about how your sense of self-worth was created, where it stems from, and why it needs to change. Either way you flip it, again, sidereally or tropically, we're dealing with Saturnian energy. We're coming to understand the culmination of certain things. And it could be very jolting. The Tower is like it's a strong energy. It's like a shake-up. You learn from it. You most definitely learn from it. So, for some reason, I need to talk about Mars in you guys' charts. So, tropically, Mars is in Taurus. Sidereally, Mars is in Aries. Gemini's, Mars is either in your 11th or your 12th house, signifying certain relationships, and again, how your network came to form, where that stems from, how certain relationships and habits and tics that you have come from certain connections, interactions. You could be having a fuller understanding of why you react to certain things in an emotional way that you're not necessarily used to, because Mercury doesn't have any moons. So when it comes to here's Jupiter, aka this is High Priestess, Piscean energy. Didn't she pop up the first time? Okay, Jupiter out here for real. When a student when a student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay, that's beautiful. But because Mercury doesn't have any moons, there's an emotional aspect to things that's not really taken into consideration. Because Mercurials they're really in their head. They process everything like that. It's lightning fast. Literally can change your whole perspective within 2.5 seconds of just thinking. Message. Whoever needs to get out of poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, just 2.5 seconds of just thinking can change your whole trajectory. Some of you, especially being mercurial, I understand it's you've been a little bit too analytical, to where you've been thinking a bit too much, to where now your foundation is a bit shaken, it's not really sturdy, and you need this expansion in this Libran energy of balancing things out so you can rest. Stop overdoing, stop overthinking, stop thinking that you're not doing enough. Oh yeah, is it enough for you? please go check out Sagittarians and Pisces reading for sure. I'm about to these messages. And that could be a yeah, just literally it just stems to what I was saying. This is 4 of Cups. This talks about pretty much being disinterested, and god dang it, I wish you could see, but in the background of this card there is somebody resting in a bed and somebody is taking care of them. And here is 4 of Swords with the rest message. I laugh for so many reasons. Anyway, there is an emotional detachment that you have when it comes to how you process certain things, and now that Saturn has sat you down to really process certain things. This is Sagittarius, which is Jupiter again, so yeah, again, please go watch that reading. Wow, you know what? Okay, no, no, enough. I feel called out because I've been getting signs to rest. I told a Pisces, shout out to you, I love you, girl. Told a Pisces that I've been getting the message to rest for a year because I literally have been going nonstop. I've been going nonstop with this Mars energy. I've been going nonstop, and it's, if not me, then who? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? That mercurial energy, like thinking about any possible outcome. Who's gonna do it? Who? Who's gonna do it the way that I need it to be done? Who's gonna do it? I didn't already learn from Saturn. Okay, I already know. All right. Anyway, that's how some of you could be feeling. It's like, if not me, then who's gonna do it? Some of you may feel like you really don't have anybody around you, which is why you feel like this. You feel like you have nobody to support you. And with these changes, I feel like there is this integration that is coming into where you're being... I'm about to cry. Hold on. Hold on. Now, I know this is my natural elements, but we ain't doing that. Not in the reading. No, we won't. Allow yourself to cry, okay? Please. I'm just doing this for the sake of recording and getting this message out. But anyway. First, let me get this out before I forget. This has another resting person in the background. This is 9 of Wands. There's this energy coming in where you are being helped. There is help available to you. Yes, there is somebody. Let me clarify this real quick because that is strong. There are people. These joints hit different, I swear to God. You have been carrying this load all by yourself, bruh. Geminis and Virgos. Y'all have been carrying this energy by yourself. Okay? And there are people that want to help you. There is help coming in to help you establish this safe space, helping you to regain control of what feels unstable. This is so funny. This is also a Sagittarian card. You have been carrying this load by yourself. It is time for you to lighten your load. Geminis and Virgos. It is time for you to lighten your load. That's what I was speaking of. Mars for Geminis have been in your 11th or 12th house, speaking about why certain relationships had to end, and you may feel like you have to do everything by yourself because of the way things played out. And though you don't mind carrying the load, it is heavy, and you are allowed to say that it is heavy. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to cry about what has transpired. Yes, you are allowed to get back up again. Yes, you are allowed to move. But with this Mercury being in retrograde, is asking you where you want to move to and how do you want to ensure that you're building the space that you can feel connected to, the space that you don't always have to run away from, hide from. Switch 4. Virgos. Mars has been in your 5th to 6th house. You could be called to stop overworking because you feel like if you stop working, you will be piss poor. You don't want to be in spaces where you have to depend on anybody to ask for help, because somebody is bound to drop something that you have and break it. You are so sure somebody is going to break it. You are so sure somebody is going to spill what's in your cup. You are so certain that you just have to do everything by yourself, that you will overwork your... This card came out twice, okay? 5 of Pentacles. You are so hell-bent on overworking yourself so you are not looked at by others as poor, piss poor, morally or financially. And it's really financially because it seems like it's for image. But if it's not for image, you are worried that you are not able to secure your own. You are worried that you have to depend on somebody and remain codependent when you want to be independent. And this could be for Gemini. Oh, this could be for Geminis as well. There is a such thing. I love how for this Mercury reading, I just chose to have this light shown on my face like this. Ooh-wee. Anyway. You're so hell-bent on doing everything by yourself that you are willing to work yourself to the grit bone of your being, to where you feel like where you may not have anything left but just the feet you walk on and the things that you carry. Unlight. What are we doing? Stop being scared of the dark. Stop putting on this front for other people to see. Stop trying to put on this light for other people so you can be seen in a certain way. Cut it out. Is making you disinterested from things around you because you're trying to fit it to a specific thing and it doesn't fit. That's probably why it feels heavy, because you're trying to force it and that ain't what it is. Cut it out. Since both of these came out, I feel like I'm going to speak from a tropical point of view, because Mars would be in Taurus and this is Mercury in Taurus. This is essentially communicating to Virgos. I'll start with you, Virgos, about how you create from your sense of self-worth. Geminis, this is speaking to you about how you feel about these things ending and what you feel like when you're carrying this load. Feeling like if you don't carry it, you'll be seen as weak. Taurus could be helpful for you. Tapping into that Venusian aspect and helping you to love yourself. Love how you love the way that you love things. Don't let anybody kick down, torment, and drag the inner child in you. For real. In this card, I'm not really sure if you can see it. On this side, there's a woman holding a child. On this side, there's somebody coming in to help. Maybe even ask a question. Maybe even ask if there's anything that they can... Asking if there's anything that they can do. Good God, man. I love it, man. That's it. I'm gonna get emotional. That's it.